Morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in, wherever you're at in the world. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and coming back. And we're going to continue on one of our retirement videos. We're going to talk about sporadic different things that are going on. And some of these are in the U.S., some are international, but mostly are U.S. Some of the new laws that are coming out in 2022. Inflation Reduction Act, we got another Secure Act. All these things are things that you want to keep open and keeping a watch out for. Some are going to help you. Most are going to help you. It's good news, especially you seniors. So I've been talking a lot about the Inflation Reduction Act. I did a whole nother video on that, and it's not for all seniors, but these are things in these videos that you want to keep in mind if you're looking to retire within the next 10 years. I'm going off the screen. And so this is going to be part 2 because we already had a part 1, and you might want to go back and watch 1 because I was talking about some of the Social Security benefits, some of the new laws or whatever else is going on in 2022. Just some information to pass on to you. Okay, so investing. The Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, which is FINRA.org, has a fund analyzer tool which lets you compare mutual funds, exchange-traded funds, and evaluate their expenses. These features include an annual expense comparison, which shows a fund's expense ratio stacks up on similar funds. I'm just passing along some information to you right now. Some other consumer information is a background check. If you are looking for a new financial advisor, you can check out an investor advisor's disciplinary record at advisorinfo.sec.gov. Advisor is ADVISER info.sec, which is Security Exchange Commission. To look into a broker's background, you go to brokercheck.finra.org. And if you need some help, the Federal Employees Benefits Security Administration offers consumer assistance, DOL.gov, which is Department of Labor, /agencies EBSA, which is Employees Benefits Security Administration. You can submit questions and complaints about health care and retirement plans. They also feature educational fact sheets. All right, some information on banking. And this is in October 2022, FDIC limits. To make sure your money is fully covered by the FDIC, you can go to a tool which is Electronic Deposit Insurance Estimator, EDIE, at the FDIC.gov. They insure up to $250,000 for an individual account per bank. It also covers $250,000 for each person's share of a joint account, deposit and retirement accounts such as your IRAs. All right, in 2022, CD penalties. When a certificate of deposit automatically renews at a maturity, a new early withdrawal penalty fee may take effect. Just so you know, these are things, information to act on. According to depositaccounts.com, be sure to review the new rate, the CD terms, including the early withdrawal penalties, how much the penalty is calculated. The penalty may be specified percentage of principal, for instance, the number of days of interest. Accounts.com. Depositaccounts.com spells out these penalty terms and specific CDs. Information to pass on taxes. Plate break. You can get a tax break when paying extra for a license plate that advocates a charitable cause. In each case involving a plate, which the extra money went to preserve public lands, the IRS said the additional fee is a charitable contribution. Another thing on taxes is medical deductions. So taxpayers who itemize can continue to deduct qualifying medical expenses if the total amount exceeds 7.5% of their gross income. All right, going on to long-term care. You can deduct your premiums. They are deductible as a medical expense. And to 2022 taxpayers 71 and older can claim $56.40, seniors 61 to 70 can claim up to $45.10, while people 51 to 60 can deduct up to $16.90 for long-term care. And this is in 2022, by the way. Information to pass on with caregiving support. The Family Caregiving Alliance, the Family Care Navigator, helps families locate nonprofit and private caregiver support programs. The online guide gives information on legal resources, disease-specific organizations. You can find this at caregiver.org. The Family Care Navigator. All right, estate planning. Some information to act on. The American Institute for Economic Research offers a publication that helps devise a master plan to handle your estate. If something should happen, includes worksheets to help you pull together all your information. You can order this at AIER.org at the store. Okay, some other things for managing your finances is how to best spend down your assets. And one thing to know is to spend only portfolio interest and dividends. So another popular strategy is to withdraw only 4% of the initial retirement balance. I had another old video on these percentages, and I can't remember. If I can find it, I'll link it down in the comments. But recent studies show that a third spend down option is more beneficial, and I think I talked about this in another video, changing that because of the inflation. And that approach bases annual spending on the retired minimum distribution rules in a traditional IRA. Rather than relying on this simple rule, retirees should understand each strategy trade-offs and custom build a spending plan. Again, we had another whole video on financial planners, how to find them, how to research them, and you could get with them and they can help you develop a spending plan to match your goals. It's a complex challenge and there's a lot of rules, so that's one of the reasons why. If you have a portfolio's interest and dividend, you have a lot of assets. I'm sure that you already know this. You want to make sure that all of these things outlive you. A spend down strategy based on RMD rules sidestep the stumbling block. Owners of traditional IRAs must draw minimum amounts starting at 72. These amounts are calculated by dividing the year-end balance by life expectancy. And the life expectancy factors are listed under the IRS publication 590-B. Retirees of any age can use these calculations by simply dividing their total year-end portfolio balance by their life expectancy factor. The RMD strategy outperformed the spend the interest strategy and the 4% rule given a typical retiree's asset allocation. So the withdrawal percentage increases with age, allowing retirees to use more of their portfolio as their life expectancy decreases. So this strategy isn't perfect, but it may result in withdrawal rates that are too low, particularly early in retirement. So causing the retirees to leave behind money that they may have preferred to spend. So in an extended period of low returns, retirees may want to keep their spending rates conservative, and no simple rule is ideal. Retirees may incorporate an RMD approach to a broader plan to cover their expenses. So with an RMD approach, produced stable cash flows grow at a faster rate than other rates, rule of thumb. So I think I'm going to do another retirement video next week. We're going to talk about how to fight a denied advantage claim with Medicare. So if you're interested in that, come back next week, and that's what we're going to talk about.